Hi, I am Amit Mishra, Marketing Head for Vassar Labs. I welcome you to the demonstration of the Watershed Planning and Management Platform from Vassar Labs. The healthy watershed means better farming, improved groundwater, empowered villages, river health improvements, and multifold environmental and economical benefits. There are many activities going on to conserve water at a micro level, but even with decades of effort, the results are not satisfactory because it lacks scientific planning. By using the scientific assessment of the hydrology for micro basin catchments, it would be possible to know what kind of interventions will yield the maximum result. This will enable civil engineering or Manrega works to be of maximum productivity with attention being paid on hydrology and ecology. As of now, various watershed programs are active, funded by various agencies, for example, corporate and NGO funds, central or state government funds, external aided like World Bank or ADB. But the key issues are all these projects works in silos and they don't follow a comprehensive unified approach. That could be one of the reasons why the decades of watershed management still haven't provided the intended result. The Watershed Planning and Management platform developed by Vassar Labs helps building a comprehensive watershed management plan. This is an integrated decision support solution that helps the public policy planners, administrators, watershed management officials, NGOs, and citizens to plan their watershed activities more scientifically and maximize the impact. This solution helps in identifying the right village in deficit and estimating runoff available at the required reliability level, recommending additional water conservation activity that can be taken up, taking into account the deficit and available runoff, including the location and type of water and soil conservation activities to be taken up. So, at first, it unifies all demand and supply related data, weather data, geology, geomorphology, lineaments, soil type, LULC, slope, and other GIS layers. Then watershed water budget or village water budget helps in micro level planning of water management. Based on the village water budget, surplus deficit villages are identified. As you may see on the screen, how comprehensive data sets are here, enabling identifying runoff and non-transferable deficit along with various demand and supply components at a micro level. Next is the artificial intelligence algorithm, which takes data as stated earlier and predicts potential locations for the water and soil structures to be built by using weighted overlay methods and a high resolution DEM. It identifies the exact zones where different type of soil and water conservation structures can be built. This helps planner to identify the best plan to mitigate the required deficit or in other words conserve the right amount of water without disturbing other areas in the watershed. As you may see on the screen, how different type of water conservation structures are identified. Let's learn more about how it has been identified. Exact location of the structure is identified by combining the suitable zones, drain network, independent as well as full catchment areas of various points along the drain network, runoff available at a particular point based on its independent catchment as well as excess runoff from upstream structures. Once all the potential locations for structures are identified, the system prioritizes the water conservation structures by considering additional water capacity required at a certain dependability. Out of the potential structures, the prioritization of the water conservation structures happens based on a factor such as individual catchment area is given preference and gets recommended. The logic is iterated and each structure is picked based on its catchment area till the recommended additional water capacity at a chosen dependability is met. As you see here, the interactive tool helps estimate the water spread area at any given location. When we draw a line across the drain with the approximate height of the structure, it gives the volume of water that can be stored. If any structure is built at that location, the drain profile gives an approximate value for the height and width of the drain, enabling advanced analysis. Same model can be applied to existing structures to know how much water can be conserved at that location. The 3D view enables users to see depth at a particular location in an interactive format with contours visualization. This view helps you understand the drain profile and suitability to identify the most suitable structure. The 3D view helps you visualize the height, storage, and inundation area. You may see on the screen how it will inundate in back of the selected conservation site with respect to water spread area and storage with contours visualization. This enables you to run hydrological suitability tests right inside the platform, saving huge time and resources in recognizing most reliable site for water conservation planning. It also suggests how water will overflow to the certain point and before it overflows how much area it will inundate, a very critical in case of village master plan. The next step of the watershed planning and management is to bring all the stakeholders like authorities, gram panchayat users and other agencies to finalize the conservation plan. The validation module comes with a geointelligent companion mobile app enabling field surveys and assessment to validate the predictions and select one. The next component is allocation, plan, prioritize, and progress monitoring. This helps choose the right structure and prioritize as per the funds and priority. You can allocate it to any given year. Say, for example, you want it in this financial year or the next financial year, and then you can allocate available funds to that. Afterwards, it activates the e workflow for paperless process and progress monitoring. At the final step, it gives an impact assessment tool to compare the watershed health over time and identify the impact of watershed conservation activities. The platform has various other features like crop planning, irrigation management, community forestry, groundwater management, minor irrigation tank monitoring, water spread area monitoring, and many more. The ultimate goal of this platform is to help stakeholders to create a master plan and distribute it across various funds which unify the execution, giving right direction to our watershed conservation activities, yielding success. So it means this gives one master plan. Out of this master plan, we can identify various activities to be taken up, and then we can distribute that activities among the various funds and various delivering agencies so that the work is splitted but still in a unified fashion so that it impacts the overall watershed for a healthier one. So this concludes our introduction of watershed planning and management platform by Vassar Labs. For more information, please reach us at info@vassarlabs.com and visit our website www.vassarlabs.com. You have been listening to Amit Mishra. Have a nice time ahead. Thank you.